Thanks, Bob. So I want to say good afternoon to everyone, and first and foremost, thank you for your time and your attention. Today I want to go over a bit of a topic that we are all concerned with, but it seems like more often than not, most people don't know what to do about that particular topic. So today I'm asking the question, are you socially awkward? So we all know about social media. We all know what it is for the most part and what it's supposed to do. We've heard stories of grandeur and all kinds of different little snippets about the Action Networkers Facebook, about our personal Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, a lot of these different areas. So today I want to address some of these as a business perspective in looking at where your consumers are, what they're doing, and how you should be reaching out to them. But most importantly, what happens from social media to your website. So as always, I'd like to start off with a little bit of history. So late 90s, for those of you guys that were around, early 2000s, we saw a shift in the way that people were communicating online. People were avidly expressing themselves, divulging information, going into their life, giving up their secrets, throwing out all of this data that us as advertisers, marketers, business owners yearn for, and they were doing it for free. So the first rupture point where this was revolutionized was a wonderful platform called LiveJournal. And what LiveJournal was the first time you're seeing all of these communities, not just one niche specific community like on a forum or a post or anything like that, but all of this multiplicity of human ooze coming together to form this object of writing about self, okay? So thereafter, this set the precedent for user-to-user interaction, sharing content, and inviting people into our lives online, essentially. So LiveJournal had its time, it came and it went, much like most great things do. Anybody have any idea who its predecessor, whose replacement was? Any guesses? Good, perfect. A place for friends, that's right, MySpace. So MySpace was the big one, the kickoff. It was the first of its kind. It initially started out with a completely different purpose. It was supposed to be a music platform, believe it or not. And then it turned into the way that Lauren Nichols found his wife. So, so now we're experiencing the next layer of human-to-human microblogging with some of the different feature sets that MySpace had. It had an area for you to continue that microblogging momentum. It had an area for you to interact with people. We really saw the beginning of online culture, the beginning of memes, the beginnings of the importance of an avatar and how you're selling yourself across the internet. This is really the leader in revolutionizing the way that we are interacting with our peers online. Today we see something that combines multiple components from both LiveJournal and MySpace and has introduced some new elements to the way that human beings are interacting online. So let's take a look at some data. As business owners, I'm sure it helps to know where your consumers are, where they're spending most of their time, and what they're doing. In terms of social media today, as of September 30th of 2012, Facebook has 1.1 billion users, 140.3 billion friend connections, 219 billion photos are uploaded, typically around a month or a week depending upon traffic, 17 billion location-based tagging posts, and 62.6 million songs are played some 22 billion times within the record of their history. You think that your consumers are there? I don't like overkill, but we're going to continue to overkill this, okay? So let's look at a newcomer, Instagram, that hasn't really been around that long, but was strategically acquired by Facebook. In my personal opinion, that was the smartest way to handle it. When a competitor comes onto the field, buy them. So Instagram currently has 150 active monthly users. 60% plus are people outside of the US. That is a very important statistical value. Doesn't matter what demographic you are, who you are, where you come from, and where your business is. If you want to go international, that lets you know that the importance of social media is going to leverage multi-continental reach, okay? Diving in further, 16 billion photos have been shared, 1.2 billion likes occur daily, and on average, we're seeing 55 million photos uploaded a day. So to reinforce that again, this is where people are. Now, all of us seem to like ourselves for the most part. As business owners, we typically like to voice our establishments, our achievements, our connections, things like that. So Twitter, the playground for a lot of businesses and where basically information networking is going, and the easiest way to open up your own news stream, currently has 200 million monthly active users as of December 18, 2012. Now, before I go any further, with the exception of Instagram and Facebook more recently, these don't utilize video to their full potential, okay? Video currently is the most aggressive form of video marketing, of internet marketing. So I want to talk about the video mecca, the video god, where video is going, where it has come from, and what it's evolved into. YouTube currently has more than 1 billion unique visitors each month, okay? So we looked at 1.1 billion users as of September 30th, 2012 for Facebook, 150 million active users for Instagram, 200 million active users for Twitter. YouTube is seeing 1.1 billion unique visitors each month, okay? Over 6 billion hours of video are watched each month on YouTube, and that's almost an hour for every person on Earth. So if you're looking for a way to leverage a message and continue to propel that message, you might want to take some time to look into YouTube. So as we look at these titans, we look at Facebook, we went over their statistics. Instagram, we went over their statistics. Twitter, we go over their statistics. YouTube and a lot of these other giants within the marketplace. We really need to ask ourselves, well, that's a lot of data, that's a lot of people, that's a lot of interaction. Well, where is all of this taking place? It's taking place everywhere that you are, everywhere that you've been, and everywhere that you want to go. It's taking place on mobile, both cell, tablet, portable devices, Nooks, whatever you want to call them. It's taking place on our desktops. It's taking place on our televisions. It's taking place on our computers. So really the reach of social has extended from just an online environment and been absorbed as a sociological asset or a sociological component. Social has become a part of our culture. So as we see time move on, as we see time go through, you're going to start to see a lot more multiplicity within the social realm where people are taking activities on a daily basis that you normally wouldn't have thought of and being strung into social media. So since we've got all of this going on, we need to find a way to adequately turn all of this activity, all of these videos, all of these postings, all of this data into something that can help us grow our business. So there's a wrong way to leverage social media, and there is a right way to leverage social media. The wrong way is spamming. Let's just throw out 1 million posts a day. Let's just throw up whatever. Let's post pictures. Let's just throw it all out there. As a business, there isn't really much benefit to that. The people that are following your business eventually will either become exhausted or frustrated, and you're going to lose value there. The right way to do that would be with a content strategy or an editorial plan, okay? What is everyone in this room like? Why are we here? Value. We want to find value in all of our investments. We want to find value in all of our assets, okay? So find a way to create value for the individual that you are targeting through your social media. Use that value as a segue to your site, and then begin enrichment process. So valuable content in social media, bring them to valuable content on your site. In an effort to continue to move forward a lot of valuable content and finding out what people really like, how many of you guys knew that Facebook recently rolled out an algorithm for posts that promotes relevant content? How many of you knew that? So the days of algorithms no longer limited just to search engine optimization. Now you're looking at algorithms in social media as well. Why? Because of the surplus of data. All of these businesses, all of these people, all of this content coming together, we have to find an efficient way to make what's important stand out. So your primary focus should be delivering value. Don't help yourself, help those around you. Okay? So, okay, perfect. So as we direct people back to the site and deliver valuable content, it's important to create the same planes of accessibility for your website as with social media. As we previously discussed, social media is occurring everywhere that we are on all devices, so your website needs to follow suit. You should also look into things like landing page optimization, as well as a content strategy that's going to continuously deliver valuable content throughout the site regardless of where they enter. So putting together a strategic approach, you need to look at strategy, you need to look at design, and you need to look at the overall marketing experience, marketing piece, marketing demographic, because these three are going to work hand in hand in delivering the results that we're all looking for. So 2 minutes left. This little intro on social media. Please walk away and ask yourself, are you socially awkward? Are you leveraging these tools to get the maximum benefit? Any questions?